Hey girls, it's been a little while since I've done an update. The last update I did was from, I think it was stemming to day 8. And I am currently on day, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my computer, it's got everything on it. I am currently on day 15, but I'm not going to be stemming today. I'm actually going to be taking my trigger shot. So my egg retrieval will be on Wednesday, and I'll fill you in on a little bit of that. First off, I just wanted to let anyone know that I did start a Facebook secret group for anyone that wants to kind of just get some extra support. It's for like healthy living and like doing exercises and just motivation stuff for like that. But it's also, you know, a lot of us YouTubers are, you know, commenting on each other's videos all the time. And sometimes I know that I want to kind of like reach out and, you know, maybe give someone an extra hug or whatever with what they're going through. And you really just can't do that with YouTube. And I think this Facebook account is really good for support as well. So, you know, as long as you're going through your TTC journey and you want to share what's going on and you just want some extra support before you do anything. Like, I know with me, this cycle has been a little bit more rough. I was not able to upload any videos this past week only because I've been extremely tired. I'm extremely busy with trying to go to Charlottesville on a daily basis, and you know, things haven't been working out as well as it did last time. So I've kind of been in a funk. So I think that Facebook account is really good for, you know, since I couldn't post, I could post, or I couldn't post on YouTube, I could post on the Facebook account and still get the same support that I would typically get with the YouTube, if that makes sense. So if you want to be a part of that group, please private message me and let me know, and I will add you. And you know, that way you can be a part of that group as well. I love the girls in that group. They're very supportive, and even if they don't have time to comment, they really they'll click the like on a comment or a post or whatever, so you know they're caring, they're watching. So yeah, that's about it for the Facebook. And I have been eating pretty healthy for the most part. I've had the last couple days I've kind of slacked off, but I've just been under a lot of stress and just eating what I can to prepare for egg retrieval. But I have lost a couple pounds, so I'm very excited about that. And I haven't been able to really work out due to, you know, your follicles growing. So I plan on working out again after egg retrieval. So that's my plan. I know some of the other girls have already started working out. They're doing some walking. They're eating healthier. And so I really appreciate everyone being on that group and kind of, you know, pushing everybody along. So now back to my IVF cycle. This cycle has been very long for me. Last cycle I was stemming for 13 days. This cycle I was stemming for 14 days. Last cycle I started seeing, you know, follicle sizes and counts. I started seeing those around day excuse me, day 9. So on day 9 of my first IVF, I started seeing some follicles growing, and they were roughly, you know, they were anywhere between 5 millimeter to 11 millimeter, and my estrogen was rising very good. My estrogen level started on my first cycle, started out 72, and then it went to 179, and then 524 and 672, and then once my day 10 came, it was 1,038. And let's see here. Estrogen then rose to 1,361, but my follicles were still ranging from 7 to 14 millimeters at that time. And then day 12, my estrogen was 1,601. Day 13, my estrogen was 1,775. And they were all ranging 8 to 16 millimeters. And then day 14, I had my highest estrogen was 2,390, and I had 13 follicles measuring 12 to 19 millimeters. So, and then come egg retrieval on day 16, I had 16 eggs retrieved. So on this cycle, I've been stimming for 14 days. And they started me out on the 450 units of gonal F, along with the 30 units of HCG, along with 10 units in the morning and 10 units in the evening of Lupron. I did not start seeing any type of follicle growth until day 10. And at that point, there was just a couple that was 10 millimeters. Right now, I've got several follicles on each side. I think I've got about, I think it was 12. And they're ranging anywhere from 11 to 19 millimeters, which is good. I don't think I'm going to have as many follicles as I did last time, or as many eggs as I did last time, just with everything that's been going on. My follicles started growing very late, and then my estrogen this time was crazy. Like, it jumped from 242 on day 8 to 694 on day 10, it was really good. And then of course on day 11, it was in the 900s, which was fine again. But then I went back on day 13 and it jumped from the 900s to 2,164. So it rose very quickly, and my doctor was very concerned about that. Reason being is that once you hit 3,500 in your estrogen level, it puts you at risk of OHSS, and nobody wants to deal with that. And on top of that, they could cancel your IVF cycle. Now, yesterday when I went, my estrogen was in the 3,000s, and then today I went and my estrogen was in the 4,000s. So it's really close to 5,000, which is not that great at all. The only thing that kept my doctor kind of optimistic about this whole IVF process was that I only have like 12 follicles right now that he can tell that would be considered decent. And so normally he says that he would be more concerned if I had 20 or more follicles, along with the estrogen being as high as it is. But because I don't have that many, and I only, and my estrogen is high, but my follicle count is low, that I'm still at that lower end as far as having risk of OHSS. We went today, and he had lowered my gonal F to 225 on Saturday, and then last Wednesday he lowered my HCG to 10 units. So I had lowered, some of my dosage, and then yesterday I only took 150 units of the gonal F, and then again 10 units of the HCG, along with the 10 units in the morning and night of Lupron. So I'm ready for egg retrieval, and I don't want to say it's bad news, because to me it's not bad news. To me it's just another bump in the road, and it was actually a decision that I made along with the doctor. Today he said that we could possibly do a fresh cycle transfer. The only problem with fresh cycle is I'm already at risk for OHSS. One part of the OHSS starts on the trigger day. So like when I trigger tonight, at any point in time, I could start having, symptoms of OHSS. The second part is when you get pregnant, or when they do the fresh cycle transfer, and say you get a pregnancy from that, then that only increases that OHSS even more. So what he advised was that if it was him, he would do a frozen transfer, because it allows your body to get back to normal, and then you're putting the embryos into an environment that's more safe for them. Also, with the high estrogen, it can lower the chances of implantation due to your lining, I think he said. So that being said, I am perfectly okay with it being a frozen transfer, and that's what I asked and told him that I wanted to do. I've already been through this whole process once and was told I was going to have to do a frozen transfer, and then the embryos didn't even make it. So this cycle, I'm fingers crossed and praying that the embryos make it, and we'll be doing a frozen transfer. During the 6 weeks of waiting, I will be, focusing on my health, getting my body back to normal, getting some things done around the house that really needs to be done, just things to catch up on, and that way, when the transfer happens, I will be in the best condition that I can be, less stress, all that. And the best part is that I don't have to do all the injections again. I think I'll have to do Lupron, but and then I have to do estrogen patches maybe, but I don't have to do the whole stimming process again, which is fine with me. And I have already been waiting I've been waiting 2.5 years or longer for this to happen, and I am getting closer. So what's another 6 weeks? To me, I would rather have the best chance possible than to kind of be selfish and go ahead and do a fresh cycle and then it not work. I think that would devastate me more than anything, because I know I'm probably going to have a really low number of embryos to work with, as long as they become embryos and be frozen. I'm probably going to have a low number, and so I don't really have those embryos to, I don't want to say play around with, but you get what I'm saying. I don't want to waste them. I want to give them the best possible chance I can. So that's what we'll be doing. So yeah, that's about it. I honestly I had taken videos of each visit and everything, but I was not able to upload them, and it would take me a lot longer to edit them and then to upload them than to just give you this bill all at once. So yeah, again, this cycle's been a little rough on me. I think the estrogen has really played a toll on me, and I just don't, I don't really know how to explain everything, and my mind is like cloudy as can be. So I do also have to take another medication, and I don't remember what it was called, and I actually left my paperwork in the person's car who took me today. So my husband is picking that up later this evening. I do have to start that this evening, and it's a pill form, and it's supposed to help, I think it starts with a C, and it's supposed to help reduce the risk of the OHSS, probably. So, side effects of that, I don't know. If anyone's taken anything, type of medications for, to kind of decrease your chance of the OHSS, please let me know, and maybe comment below, and I can, if someone could write it out, I'm sure I could tell you, yes, that's exactly what it is. Actually, I think they put it on my, portal here. Let me see if I can get on it real quick. Yeah. Okay. So I really want to be as informative as I can. So let me go ahead and do this. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it looks like cabergoline. C-A-B as in boy, E-R-G-O-L-I-N-E. And I have to take 1 tablet orally a day. So, I think that, and also I don't have to take with the Novaril, I don't take the whole amount. I only actually take half the amount. So that's a first time for me. I've always taken a whole trigger shot. So I don't know. And my estrogen level, like I said, this time was 4,053. So I'm assuming probably by, or predicting rather, probably by Wednesday I will probably be close to the 5,000 range. So, you know, that I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed that I don't have that OHSS. I feel okay besides the bloatiness and the crampiness of, you know, your follicles growing. I feel pretty good overall physically. I just feel a little bit drained, but that could be the estrogen, that could be the medications, or that could be just, you know, I've been traveling back and forth to Charlottesville. So I don't want to say that that's the case. I definitely think that eating healthier has helped. And I was joking with my friend because about the time my estrogen started like quadrupling, I guess you could say, I had been eating healthy a little bit. So I'm not going to say that eating healthy does that, because it may not, but it just, every now and then you kind of wonder, like, hey, did that play a role in my estrogen level increasing? Probably not, but I don't know. So anyway, so yeah, that's all I've got. I will be posting a I have been fostering puppies this go around, so I will post a video and some pictures of what's been keeping me busy the past couple weeks between the puppies, and then having my little cousin Dre visit. We took him to a baseball game and stuff, so that's been kind of keeping me busy, keeping my mind off of things. So if you can't tell, let me show you this guy. This is gonna be, his name's Biscuit, and he craves attention because he is, I think he just turned 14. A friend of ours passed away, and she had this dog, and we never met this dog, but when she passed away suddenly, her friends called me and said, hey, Biscuit is at the pound. And you know, at that time, if anyone knows fostering, if there's an older dog, especially in the shape that he was, going to the pound, they will put him to sleep right away. So I immediately called, and then I found out he was at one of our shelters, local shelters, and so I asked if I could foster him for a little while, and he was in horrible shape, just because, you know, he's a Westie, and Westie they have allergies, and they just have things that go wrong with their skin. They have problems with their skin. So, anyway, we've had him for over a year now. It was a year in April, and he has been on all kinds of medications, and he is doing 10 times better. But let me show you. Let me introduce you to Biscuit. Say hi. Say hi. And when I first got him, what are you doing? What are you doing? When we first got him, he, sorry, I'll just hang on to this. When we first got him, he actually, I thought he was blind and deaf. He couldn't really hear much. And then he fell down some stairs, so I was like, oh man, he's blind. Well, after some medication and everything, we decided that, I think he just had bad eye problems due to all the, his other problems. And I'll show you my other two. This is Zoe. Say hi, Zoe. And this is Keiko. Say hi, Keiko. And he's a monster, as you can tell. So they all get along, and Biscuit enjoys having a brother and sister. And, you know, he probably doesn't have that much longer with us, but, you know, at least I know I'm giving him the best life he could have right now. So, anyway, sorry to get off on a little tangent, but I will let you guys know how egg retrieval goes, and like I said, if you want to be a part of that Facebook group, just message me and let me know, and I'll get you on there. And then, like I said, I will try to get a video up of what's been keeping me busy, and that way you guys can see. But it's been very, very busy, very draining, and I've been dealing with these little brats. Poor Biscuit. He has a heart problem, and he has like an enlarged heart, enlarged organs. So, and he's got a big mouth. Hey! He's got a big mouth. So, anyway, bye girls. I will talk to you later.